Folks, these are unprecedented times, ladies and gentlemen, and it almost seems like every single day, every time I look down at my phone, open up my computer, I'm getting more and more information and more insight from actual real life boots on the ground intel involved in what is unraveling here with the railroad and the workers. Mainly their concern and their distaste for what the railroad has become, the unions that are supposed to support them, and our government, the U.S. Government, Congress, the Senate, the President of the United States, President Joe Biden. Obviously, you guys are well aware at this point of the current situation that has avoided and averted a possible catastrophic supply chain catastrophe, with the Railroad Workers Union potentially going on strike and shutting down 30% of our supply chain, U.S. supply chain, at one of the worst times ever, as we're still trying to recover, while potentially costing the U.S. economy $2 billion, $2 billion with a B, $2 billion a day. That would have been devastating for so many folks out there. But at the end of the day, these workers are still not happy with the raw end of the deal that they have received, especially when it comes down to the ability to have paid sick time off and, you know, trying to reach that point of having some form of quality of life. I actually just received an email from a viewer, from a subscriber. I hope it's a subscriber. If not, please subscribe. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. But really important information here that I wanted to share with you guys to keep you in the loop, because I have something important that I really want to tell you personally that is really resonating with me as I'm gaining more contact and more information and more boots on the ground, more insider intel documenting what is happening. What is happening. And it's not good, folks. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not good either. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. But I don't think that you have to be forced and trapped, or at least feel like you're trapped in this situation of not good, not bad, not great. It just kind of is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you about that in just a moment. Now, this email says, Kevin, keep up the good work. I've been involved in the railroad industry for 28 years in many roles. It is a highly stressful, noxiously depressing, family tearing, and cultic in a railroad subculture hierarchical sense. This culture breeds class warfare between workers versus company. It needs to also be said, railroad companies' executive leadership / management is completely insensitive and has zero respect for the railroad's family structure. Divorce rates are probably around 90%, and children do not know their mom or dad because there's never consistent time with kids. This is a huge issue, and the company greatly minimizes this in federal court. I will not use my name, as I have close friends all over the United States working for a number of railroads, and the railroad companies seek revenge if someone wants to hold them accountable for their actions. Signed, Class 1 Railroad Conductor, United States. Wow, folks, there's a lot here that I want to discuss with you. The tearing apart of the families is what really hits me the most, and that really resonates with me deeply, which was a huge driving force behind me deciding to quit my job, my corporate job, and move on to becoming self-employed, a self-employed business owner, right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, business owner, investor, not just to make money, but to have the ability to spend time with my family, especially my daughter growing up, and not having her grow up only to say, man, I missed everything in between. Anything and everything that she does, I have the ability to be there for, and not have to request permission and time off, or perhaps maybe not be able to make the event, or perhaps maybe even lose money as a result of taking time off, or possibly feeling guilty. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know how these employers try to make employees feel guilty for having a life outside of work. You know what I'm talking about. Now, it says here that, I've got close friends that work for the railroads and they seek revenge. How terrible is that? Not only is it a terrible work environment from what I'm hearing, I have yet to hear anybody say anything good about working for the railroads. Apparently, it is a terrible work environment and they seek revenge on anyone who tries to hold them accountable. How crazy is that? And these are privately owned industries. This is not, government. These are privately owned folks out there, literally pretty much wild west on the railroad, kind of doing whatever they want to do, and they can get away with it. It's crazy. And it's the executive leadership management is completely insensitive and has zero respect for the railroaders' family structure. There's no way I could work for somebody who just doesn't, genuinely doesn't even give two craps about me. And it's clear. Now, never consistent time with kids. Folks, like I said, that is the sticking point for me. But with that being said, like I said, I have something very personal I want to share with you. And number one is the amount of unbelievable interest and engagement from folks now saying, stepping up, joining the group, joining the network, link in the description, and saying, Kevin, I got to figure something out because I got to get out of here. I can't do this. There's got to be a better way. And folks saying that now I have to get up off my butt and make something happen because it's not going to happen on its own. And I know that I'm seriously just riding this train to the end of the line here at the railroad, and I'm not going to have anything to show for it. Financially, maybe, but personally, emotionally, with this estimated percentage of divorce and families being broken up, there's no way you can have something meaningful to show for it besides the monetary component, which the financial component can be replaced outside of the railroad. So I applaud every single one of you who are taking the actions and taking the steps to formulate a plan and execute on the strategy to prepare to separate yourself from that, connect with your family, start living a higher quality of life, and replacing and or increasing your income in the meantime. Guys, you don't even understand how excited that makes me. So welcome to the group, welcome to the network, everyone who signed up, and I'm going to continue to connect with you guys there. Also, thank you, Anonymous. Everyone's anonymous when they send these emails and contact me and DM me, unless they prefer to be represented or revealed, but everyone else is anonymous. So I appreciate you sending this email and allowing us some insight into real insider intel, documented proof of what goes on, boots on the ground intel on the railroad. Now, with that being said, my nephew is he's a subscriber, he's a watcher, he's the coolest kid, that I know, that's streaming on Twitch right now. And he sent me a video. He said, Kevin, he says, Kevin, Uncle Kevin, I watched your video and you had mentioned making a 60-second plug to promote yourself and highlight your brand and your business. He goes, I've started a small business. I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm still in high school, but I've created businesses. I'm streaming. I've got income. I got revenue streams. I'm actually working on my business taxes. The kid is unbelievable. So he sent me this video, so I wanted you guys to check it out. Here, check this out.
Hey guys, it's Carms. You may or may not know who I am, but I'm a young YouTuber, streamer, entrepreneur, business owner, etc. And I make videos on YouTube for people to watch and enjoy with their friends and family. I stream on Twitch, playing new entertaining games for people, but usually I just play Valorant and Minecraft, play competitively, or just have fun and do challenges with people watching. I'm an entrepreneur / business owner who makes clothing and sometimes music, but overall, I stream every other day on Twitch and plan to make videos consistently on YouTube. So if you want to come by and stop and watch those, the link to all of it and in my socials is down below in the description. So feel free to check me out. Peace.
Guys, hit me up. It's what I really enjoy doing besides bringing you guys these updates on what's going on in the world, in our economy, with our finances, and how we can better prepare and avoid the potential wipeout that they're trying to set up for us. They're trying to set this wipeout up for us. They're trying to shut us down so that we are more dependent and more reliant upon them, so that they can continue to force us down. We can work for pennies, work for scraps, and they can continue to increase and maintain their control as well as their wealth. That doesn't have to be the case. And I want to help as many people who want to be helped. So link in the description. The link's in the description right above the Moomoo stock link. Go click the link for Moomoo and get your free stocks. Now, what is really important is that, guys, check this out. Biden signed into law this bill passed by the Senate that makes it, he is touting this as avoiding a catastrophe, saving America, averting a railroad strike. No doubt about it, a railroad strike would have been detrimental to the supply chain and our economy as a whole. $2 billion a day is nothing to sneeze at. However, I don't know if I would be patting myself on the back like I actually did something when I had several months to work to create a reasonable and reach an accommodation between the companies and the railroads. But like, even if you would have given them like 2 or 3 days extra paid sick leave, that could have been better than just saying, no, you're not getting any more. But ultimately, this new law, CNN reports, makes it illegal for railroad unions to strike. Now, we've discussed what could possibly happen, and maybe a blue flu. Some people coming down with that little I'm not feeling too well today. I'm not gonna make it, boss. And people are actually saying, Kevin, they get 10 hours off. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is 10 hours off means you literally have about 1 hour to get home, 8 hours of sleep, 1 hour to wake up and get back to work. That is unrealistic. That is ridiculous. There's no way that that's even feasibly physically possible, let alone having time to spend with your family, or even think about scheduling a doctor's or dentist appointment, or even having a chance to eat food. Don't get stuck in traffic. Go shopping, buy groceries, stockpile, prep, whatever it may be, whatever you're trying to do. It's no way. Not to mention, odds are usually when they're off the clock, they're nowhere near home. They're way more than an hour away from home. So they don't really have a life. They have signed their life over to these unions, to these railroad companies, and then on top of that, they get screwed over with this recent new law passed, making it illegal to strike when they've gone years without any pay increases, which will be retroactively repaid. But the simple fact of the matter is they've been getting the short end of this deal. They've been getting screwed this whole time, okay, folks? And it's not just the railroad workers unions either. There are other unions out there that are going to be at risk. Perhaps maybe they don't have these old 96-year-old laws in place that will prevent them from striking, but there are a lot of forces working against them. And I'm not just for the unions. I'm for folks out there making a reasonable wage and income that can support their lifestyle, avoid poverty, and have the ability to grow and build wealth. Everybody doesn't have to be billionaires, but at the very least, perhaps maybe folks don't have to so much worry about, their next meal, a $500 emergency, missing a few hours on a paycheck or anything like that. I don't want people to have to struggle. I don't want people to have to worry and be afraid and live in fear because of finances, the economy, and their job. Now, I got a question. I'm hoping you guys can help me out with an answer. I presented with you guys my idea of what could possibly happen with these employees. They're not going to quietly quit. They're not going to go on strike, but perhaps maybe they could quietly strike. Perhaps maybe they could quiet strike where they show up, but they're just not going to do anything. And then it's a matter of, do we want to lay you off? Do we want to fire you? Do we want to terminate you? Do we want to try to retaliate against you, which is a thing apparently, which is crazy. But then it's like you can't fire them all. And if you did, it would be essentially you've created a strike in itself, because you would shut yourself down. So if you fired them all, then Congress isn't going to step in and bring in the US military to support you, because it's not in reaction to a strike. It's in reaction to you having fired everybody. That's number one. Number two, Sure, you can try to retaliate, but I can guarantee you this, that if every railroad union worker aligned, stood together, arm in arm, then they're going to be stronger than the company. So who's going to be retaliating against who? Now, the big question that I really want you guys to answer in the comment section down below, I really would appreciate it, is how are they going to throw everybody in jail? If it really is illegal to strike, how are they going to throw everybody in jail? We've got new purge laws that are making it so that folks that are getting arrested and committing crimes don't even have to post bail, and they're out. You telling me you're going to come in and try to arrest over 140,000 union railroad workers and throw them in jail? Are you serious? Is this a viable threat? Should I be scared? Like, you think that scares me? Like, you guys let me know, comment down below. I really want to know your opinions. This is crazy, folks. Now, I just had to bring this to you. I have more information coming to you about a lot of different things that are coming around the corner, that are coming down the pipe, that we need to be preparing for and be aware of, and working towards solutions to make sure that we are ahead of the curve and ahead of the game, so we don't get left behind, folks. Like I said before, these folks, they don't care. They're playing this game. They're going to win, supposedly, and from a financial standpoint, from a power standpoint, from a political standpoint, whatever it may be. However, we don't have to lose. They would prefer it if we did, but we don't have to. So anybody out there who's looking to align and connect with folks who are interested and actively working towards winning, and or have won and continue to win, hit me up. Link in the description. My email's down there as well. I will never try to contact you in the comment section through WhatsApp. That's not me. I'm not asking for your money. I want you guys to make money. And I think I have a few ideas on how that can be done for many folks out there, especially those who have been reaching out here recently from the railroads, from Amazon, from Walmart, from FedEx, from these companies that are at risk of mass layoffs and hiring freezes and terminations and disrupting folks' income at a time of high inflation, high interest rates, and a recession. So no matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what you know, what you may think you don't know, or anything like that, I'm telling you right now, there's an opportunity out there for you. You got to go out there and get it now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just, I'm telling you, take a look. Check out my nephew. He's out there killing it. He wakes up, he goes to school, he gets off the bus, he's running a business, he's having a good time. Like, come on, folks, it is possible. It's doable. Please give this video a like if you agree. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.